anyone actually played an Adventure League game?
You never have?
I've
No, I
played
never have.
Adventures League, but just a second. We're live, and welcome to 1 Hour Quest, the game, the D&D game where the treasure does not matter. That's right, the treasure does not matter. Neither do the experience points. All right, now, who's played
Milestones
Adventures
only.
League? Yeah, milestones only. That's the only thing we care about. The rest, whatever. The loot don't matter. I was gonna say, like, I have played Adventures League games. I played this D&D Epic, the one I sent you, that I based an adventure of, and that was actually really good. And I like what they, for the most part, I like what they do with regards to trying to kind of normalize the play in a way that you don't have like overpowered characters and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. And what I also like is just a sense of community. Like, you can show up to an Adventures League game, and it's there's just this great camaraderie that you're going to get. Just, I think, because everybody's kind of on the same page. So anyway, it's kind of cool. Have you guys played?
Yeah, I got some old. That's why I brought it up. I got some old sheets. Yeah, they had an Adventure League here in Morgan Hill.
Was there?
Yeah.
And?
Well, I was
Is
DMing.
At the
That's
game
where
store,
I started
at
DMing.
the game store? Yeah.
In an Adventure League there. But then I started working nights, and somebody else took my spot. So
gotcha. Yeah.
Where
was it at the comic book shop?
Huh?
Where was it located? Like where?
Anime 101 here in town.
Okay, the comic book store. Yeah.
Yeah, right next to. Well, not right next to Togo's, but.
Yeah, right there in the same thing.
Is it right next to a Jamba Juice?
Yeah, or the Tinker store there.
Yeah.
It's
toys and
right there.
Didn't know they ran an Adventure Leagues.
Well, so I saw their schedule on Facebook, and they rarely do them. They do more Magic.
Magic the Gathering. Yeah, that makes.
Well, they do it on Thursdays.
Like consistently on Thursdays. Oh, okay, so their website, their Facebook thing was out of date then, because it like showed one in Lord knows when, and anyway. So Garen.
Well, I mean, it was pretty religious when I was doing it, so it might have changed. You might be right,
okay.
Lewis.
Oh well, certainly now, post COVID, but anyway. So let's get this party going. I know Garen is monitoring at the moment, and we'll have him back. So where we left off, we were at the Venthampur Villa, and you guys had, the last thing that happened, a fireball was cast in a very small space, and fortunately that did take. Actually, it did take out the. No, it didn't take out the enemy. He was immune to fire, but you eventually did win, and you were able to bring Garen back from the clutches of death, and so you let's go ahead and share the screen here and see that their map. All right, let's see. Here we go. Share. Oh no. Okay, 1 second. This is a new installation, and I forgot to set my permissions on the Mac. So it's not going to share my screen until I give it the proper privileges. And here we go. Almost there. Oh, my poor little laptop. There we go. One more thing. And come on. Click. Come on. It's not clicking.
So, just to give you an update, when are we gonna
Uh-huh.
take a rest, guys, so I can get some spells back? Because I'm basically
If you want
down
just a short, if
to.
you want a short 1 hour rest, you could probably do it
Yeah, we
now.
can do a short rest. I don't know about a long rest though.
Yeah, yeah,
Weirder to
I
do
would
it
do a
now.
long rest. Okay. Oh, I see. It's still authenticating. What the heck? All right. The screen share might take a few moments. So, anyway, but yeah, you can go ahead and do the rest. Okay, I think I fixed it. Now let's see
Not even
here.
sure.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We missed you,
That was
Mr. Anderson.
the rabbi's
Welcome
wife
back.
who was bringing grape juice and challah.
Rabbi came by.
The rabbi's wife, yes.
Mazel. Mazel.
And matzo ball soup. But I don't want matzo ball soup. I just want challah and grape juice.
You're loved.
Really?
You are appreciated.
Yes.
All right. One more second. Oh, are you guys still there? Okay.
No, I am
you're
not here.
still there. You are not here. You are
I
not
am not
present. Okay.
All right, this is
All right. There we go. All right. I've got my screen shared. We are back in business. And yeah. So.
let us not fight crazy monster again. Yes?
No.
No.
No crazy armored monster. No.
Ugh. And
Uh,
we have new policy. No big
new
fire
policy.
in small space. You do that again, I take away fire.
Yeah, listen to Ivar, please. Okay, did you get that, Garen? What happened to Garen?
When the barbarian
You start
with
admonishing and
I thought I would blow my nose not on camera.
all right.
when the barbarian with the -2 wisdom is the most reasonable of the party.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I don't see what the problem was about using the fireball. It was effective, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Did it not kill the bad thing?
No, it didn't. It did nothing to it.
Yeah, it was immune to fireball.
Did it?
Oops.
Well, it was only immune to the fireball after you thought about it. Your initial response was, shit, 29 hit points? And then you thought about it and went, no, I'm going to make it immune. No. That's not okay.
No.
I mean, our initial thoughts were, oh God, how many hit points do I have left?
Yes.
So, you know,
Exactly.
if you're going to do it, just give us some warning next time so we can get away.
I
I'll think
did.
about it.
Well, that's why I started leaving.
All right. Let's get going here.
Unofficially. I was like,
Unofficially, right. Well, so the room that you were in, if you recall, is the one on the second floor. Let me just zoom in here for you. It's this room here with a spiral staircase that leads up, and yeah, let me do the laser pointer.
Have we had a rest?
Just did.
So funny you should ask. Everybody got a rest except you, who was absent when the opportunity to rest came up.
But I was eating homemade challah. It's Shabbat.
That's a nice label too.
And it's like an everything bagel topping with some salt and a little bit of garlic and sesame seeds and poppy seeds and a little garlic salt, and it's really, really good challah. And I would share it with you.
You will share it with us.
Every bite I take.
You will share it with us. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we second floor, blah blah blah.
Wait, so no long rest for me?
Yeah, so you get a short rest. Not a long rest. A short rest.
Short rest. I'll take a short rest.
You have the short rest. Okay. So after during that period of time, you get to examine the room that you were in, which was the Duke's study, um, which now there's just singed and burnt charred wood everywhere, and
Oh,
the
we got
remains
books,
of the.
didn't we?
What was that?
We got some books from that place, right?
Yeah, there were books, exactly. You got your hands on some valuable books. You also got your hands on bits of armor from the helmed horror that you took down, right? So that's all to make your characters look a little bit more badass. Does not come for any additional bonuses to your armor class. And yeah, that's where you are. So as I was saying, the spiral staircase leads up, and there's an area on this floor that you have not yet explored, and there's tons on the bottom floor that you haven't explored. But that spiral staircase leads to the top of the tower that is at the front of the building, if you recall from the elevation. Um, that's that little tower that you see there where the flag is hanging up. So there you are.
Let us go into other room first and then staircase, yes?
All right.
I kick down door.
All right.
I
Very
know
good.
that
watch
is evil,
him.
I do not care.
So I'm sorry, which door are you saying now? The just to read
Because there's one room that we haven't explored yet on that
yes,
floor.
yes, exactly. Okay, just double checking, making sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me go ahead and reveal that room for you. And there you go. So that room, and let me just pull up the description here. Okay. Yeah, it's some kind of a powder room that you're seeing here. This room contains a vanity topped with a framed oval mirror. There are bottles of perfume, brushes, cosmetics, needles, and spools of thread. Other furnishings in the room include a folding wooden partition adorned with a bird of prey rendered in gold leaf, a tall black wardrobe filled with corsets and fine clothes, and a decorative gold rug laid out in front of three unlocked wooden chests. And when you examine those chests, one of them is full of shoes. Another one contains three old bridal gowns. Recall that the Duke had three ex-husbands, all deceased. And the third contains seasonal hats. So the barbarian should definitely pick up a fashionable seasonal hat.
I was going to say, what do these seasonal hats look like? Is there a description?
Well, they're all for a distinguished lady, and yeah, so some of them, very spring-like, with flowers and a more festive color scheme. Now, granted, the Duke is a rather dour figure, but still, she tries to, whatever, project a certain image. Others are, there's actually several widows hats, with the screen, the mesh or whatever. Yeah, so
I take what
I'm
I
sure
take
you'll
whichever
find
one
something
has
you
the
like.
most like.
Depends on what you're looking for. You want more like a bonnet, or
I take whichever one has like the most wintry themes, and like
oh yeah,
white
good
rims,
call, good
like,
call. Yeah,
that are
you know what?
coming
There's
out.
definitely there's definitely a fur, like a mink type,
Oh yeah,
fur
that's
type cap that's actually quite appropriate for you. Absolutely, yes, and it fortunately it's unisex. Looks good. This is very very good. And it's like a grayish white, tone. Very very nice. And the tail is included if you want the tail. So yeah, and the things of value here are the perfume has value. If you want to take that with you, the hairbrush is silver, and I'm sure it's worth something. The jewelry box that's there has electrum filigree, and even contains a pearl necklace.
Ooh.
And there's also a platinum cameo shaped like a winged cat. Oh, and there are 2 potions inside, within thin crystal vials. They look like potions of healing.
I'm just going through and kind of chucking everything.
Hey, easy
go
there.
I'll go ahead and
I'll
paste
take the
all
potions.
Garrett will
this.
grab and put in a bag.
Yep, they're in the
I'll
bag.
go ahead and paste this in the chat, and you guys can divvy it up as you see fit. But remember, treasure doesn't matter. Not even
No.
experience.
Just health.
All right. It's in the chat. All right. So that is that. So there's a door to the north, as you can see, that presumably would lead to the Duke's master bedroom. Would you like to go through?
Yes.
Yes.
And to your surprise, there's a dragon. No, just kidding. So here we are in the master bedroom. Let's see. The room features a canopied bed with a gossamer shroud for keeping insects at bay. There's a freestanding wooden privacy screen, a cast iron bathtub with clawed feet, a fireplace, a padlocked iron chest. The padlock is cast in the shape of a horned devil's scowling visage. And there is also a dumbwaiter in the room that would presumably be used to carry food from downstairs into the room.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask a really stupid question.
Yes.
What class is Garen?
Garen
Aaron's a paladin.
is a paladin, yes.
Thank you. Too many
Yes.
games and I can't remember which character is what. And it's like, crap, Garen, Dower.
Do you even have your character
poetry.
sheet on you? Wait a second. Do you make up your roles?
No, it's right here, but it doesn't say paladin on it. And it's like, okay, then there's Heather and there's Sorrel and there's Good Dworgen and then there's Durdley and Murdley and fuck, who is this? What does he do?
My.
He's literally just the super edgy paladin that actually wants to go to hell and also says emo poetry at random intervals.
Yes. No, that I know.
That part she remembered.
The personality I remembered.
Okay.
It was okay, he's a what?
I don't know what your oath is though.
Well,
All
that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so
that will become
so
apparent.
What are we doing,
at some
guys?
point.
I described the room, and it is pretty much as illustrated here. So
I'm
you'll see-
interested in the locked chest.
Oh yeah, there's a lock test. Okay.
Right. So that's the chest is right here, right? So yeah, it's a locked chest. So what are you gonna do?
Open it.
Open it. How are you gonna open it?
I can smash the lock or something.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength roll. Or I guess an attack with your weapon if you can.
Yeah,
use
I'm literally just
your
attacking.
little axe. All right, go for it.
Can I try sleight of hand before you smash it?
Oh, do you stop me before I smash it?
Wait, are you
I
trying to pick
mentioned
its
it
pocket?
to you.
If no one stops me, I do it.
Yeah, I don't think we have a rogue in this party, do we?
We don't.
And where's
that
Nate?
wasn't great.
What was it?
It was an 11 to hit
Okay.
with advantage.
I need dice. I don't even have dice out.
Oh my.
Oh my god! Wow.
I thought I can be unprepared. Oh, Garen. All right. So
It's
Still not the most unprepared.
Yeah,
I've seen.
yeah, so give it an yeah, you know what? Yeah, I mean you're there's no hurry, right? So you it takes a few tries, but you are able to to break the lock and do some additional damage to this otherwise rather ornate and good-looking chest
I do 20 points.
that has decreased in value. Unfortunately, the primary value of the chest is the chest itself, not what it contains. So inside are all the rolls of toilet paper that the United States has been looking for. And no, just okay. So in the chest, you see what? Yep, 3 thin black covered ledgers. So ledger books. There's maybe some calligraphy supplies and a leather kind of kit, right? Like a folding kit. And when you open it, well, I'm sorry, it's closed, so it's all inside the thing. But that's what you see. And there's a coin pouch as well. Probably made from sheep's bladder. So that's what's in there.
I take the ledger books and I'm like, witchcraft, and I throw it behind me. More
Oh,
witchcraft. Even more witchcraft. Ooh.
No! Don't do the books. Don't do the books. I pick up the books. What's in the books?
So as soon as you remove the third of the 3 ledger books, you hear a click, and everybody must do a Constitution save, please.
17. Oh, 16.
17.
14.
All right. Anything under a 13? Balasar? 5. Okay. Yeah. So Balasar, you are going to take a. Well, actually, let me roll. You're going to take 13 points of poison damage. Everybody else is going to take 6. And Balasar, you are poisoned. So all the wonderful little disadvantages that come with being in a poisoned state are now applying to you. This cloud of poisonous gas fills a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the chest.
No, I have advantage against poison.
All right. Well, so you take a quarter damage.
13's fine.
Yeah.
14's fine.
Well,
the other one was a 3.
Yeah, it was a. Well, the first roll was a. You had succeeded. So if you've got, do you have a resistance?
Yes.
Okay, then you're going to take 3 points of damage instead.
Okay.
All right, great. So that's the dealio. But here's so you threw the books, and so you triggered the trap. So it takes a little while for you guys to open the windows and kind of clear the air and stuff like that. But you've got these items and a couple of other things one more thing that I neglected to mention, and that would be a set of like panpipes or something like that. Yeah.
What?
So you got a musical instrument out of it.
I pick up the pipe, the pan flute.
Who has the healing potions?
I believe you guys both have each a healing potion.
Yeah, and there were the 2 that you discovered in the powder room.
Oh, okay. Because I need to take one.
So you play the pipe and it plays a tune, but unless you have a proficiency with wind instruments, you're not going to make any beautiful music out of it.
Nope. The only wind instrument I am proficient in is from my ass.
So can I do a arcane to see what type of potion this is? If it's a
it certainly
greater,
looks like
is
a
it
healing potion.
superior?
It'll be regular potions of healing, standard.
Okay.
Yep.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so what else? Sorry, I misplaced my mark. There we go, master bedroom. Right. So, that folding leather kind of kit is a poisoner's kit. So if you have proficiency with the poisoner's kit, you could use it. The something interesting about those ledgers, the writing in it is not common, and you do not recognize the letters, but there's a certain kind of Gothic look to the script. Very, just very Gothic. If you've seen kind of ancient manuscripts that have highly kind of decorated and filigreed, text, that's kind of what it looks like.
I attempt to read it.
Okay. You do not recognize the language.
What?
I'll pull it.
Common, Dwarvish, Primordial.
Yeah, those are your languages?
Yes.
Common? Okay, you definitely cannot read it.
Right. Dwarvish.
Hmm?
Dwarvish.
It's none of the above.
Primordial.
It's none of the above.
I try reading it anyway.
All right. Yeah, it is incomprehensible to you.
This is junk.
You know what? I might even be able to provide you a sample of this writing. Let me see. Oh, I think I forgot to install the font in here, but let me try. Well, you know what? We'll do it later. So anyway, yeah, that's the deal. What are you going to do now? You have effectively cleared this level.
Let's go to the tower.
The tower, very good. Okay, so you exit through the powder room back into the Duke's study, and you go up to the tower. And let's go ahead and reveal that. Voila. All right, and what is in the tower? I wonder. Let's see. Okay. The spiral staircase climbs 15 feet to a square room with crisscrossing rafters 10 feet overhead and a peaked roof above that. An empty bookcase dominates the west wall, and two filthy padlock cages stand on the floor. Each cage holds a human prisoner and a chamber pot.
Are they alive?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. They are alive.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's alive?
Witnesses.
What?
They are witnesses.
They're kind of these prisoners are kind of in they're a little surprised, and it's like, free us, please, or free me, please.
And they're like gone for like 2 minutes.
What was? Oh, I'm sorry. So they went. Okay, you guys went up the tower. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Up the tower, and in the tower there are two cages on the floor, and they have prisoners. They have occupants.
Who are you?
Please stop this torture.
Who is torturing you? Why are you here?
It's the Duke and her son, that maggot of a man. I am Shalene Zoraz, and this is a female. And I maintain the sewers in the um, down in the what is it? Oh gosh, in the main city. You know, basically down the area where you guys came from, the lower city. That's what it's called.
All right. Well, you must have saw something that they didn't like. So what did you see before you
Please free
got
me.
trapped?
And the other is a male, and he goes like, yep. So he goes like, um, yeah. He's like, yes, out. You know, it's like, damn you! Why are you taking so long?
Oh, because we don't know.
Hurry before they come back. was that?
Okay. Okay. Oh,
And who are you, sir?
It's like, are you freeing them? What are you doing?
No,
I'm
not
confused.
freeing them.
I'm
You're not freeing
asking
them?
who they are.
It's like, I'm Kajal Orenmar, a tax collector.
Okay, so we got a sewage worker, a
That
tax
witch of a duke
collector.
imprisoned me because I've been trying to collect some past due taxes.
what are the taxes?
So what taxes are here?
I don't understand. What is it? Is it like plant?
It's like, please let us go. And they're crying and pleading, and they're just getting more and more anxious. Hurry before they come.
All right, all right.
Hold on.
Calm your, slow your roll. I'm gonna try to undo the lock, I guess.
All right.
I don't know that we need to. I will be standing by to help them out of their cages, ready to lay a hand on if needed.
So what do I need to roll there, Lewis?
I'm sorry, hold on a second. Okay. So we'll roll D20. And you're going to just try to break the locks?
No, I'm going to try to open it.
So how are you going to open them? Are you just going to try to pick the locks?
Yeah.
Do you have a lock picking kit?
No.
Thieves tools?
No.
No?
I'm going to use some of the stuff off the Duke's make her look pretty stuff. You know, if there's a couple clips or whatever else.
I see. Okay, an improvised lock pick. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a dex check, please.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. 9.
Roll. All right. It does not work. And as soon as you start trying to pick the lock, 2 imps materialize inside the cages. It's like, oh no, they've returned. And the imps proceed to sting the prisoners. And
of course.
I did mention that I was standing close, right?
Yes, but the imps are invisible, and they were already inside the cage. They never left.
Am
So
I close
we can
enough?
roll initiative. You can roll initiative, but yeah. And
oh.
Yep. So go ahead, Ivar. What did you roll?
I rolled a 17.
Okay. And Garen, what did you roll?
This many. I rolled this many.
10. Okay. And
My name is spelled wrong.
And Balasar?
11.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Balazar rolls 11.
You are to confirm you said you rolled a 17, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great.
15 plus 2.
Yeah. So so the imps proceed to sting these commoners and just to double check here. They fall unconscious.
I'm breaking open the cages now.
Okay. So go ahead and you would use your turn then to attack the nearest cage. Do you want to do the one with the woman or with the one with the man?
I don't know. The woman's not a tax collector, so I'll probably help her first.
Okay, go for it.
More of a player decision than an Evar decision.
Yeah.
All right. Reckless Screw Weapon Master. That's a 21 to hit.
All right, that does it. Just give me a damage roll, and we'll see if that's enough.
18.
More than enough. Great. So you successfully break the lock, and you now have access to the cage. Do you have any additional attacks left?
I do actually.
Okay. Do you want to attack the imp, or do you want to? I guess.
Well, how's the woman? She's not looking great.
No, she's not looking great.
Okay, can I drag her out of there?
You can drag her out of there. Yeah.
Okay. Or is
and if
the
you do that,
imp
you'll forego the attack on the imp.
So would the imp get an attack of opportunity on the body?
Probably on you. Well, on either you or it or the body. Yeah.
Okay, can I make a grapple? Can I try and grapple the imp and drag the imp out of there instead?
Okay, so you want to grapple the imp? Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I think it's. Oh, is it just a straight athletics roll versus theirs? Grappling?
Yeah, let me look it up. Please stand by. Your call is important to us.
Grappling, so it's one of the weirder things of combat.
Yeah, I would probably agree. It's a contested strength check, and using athletics if you have it. But let's find out. Grapple. GRAPPLE.
Yeah, grappling. When you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action, make a special melee attack or grapple. This replaces one of your attack actions. Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics.
It's a contested roll. Or you can use dex.
Yeah.
So the target chooses the ability to use.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So the target chooses, the imp chooses its dexterity.
So I'm also gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Okay.
Rage!
Yeah.
No, Ivar is angry. He's very molested.
Ivar is always angry.
Molesto.
You just see kind of the muscles and Ivar just bulge as you just get this wild look and you're like, "Come here, you little," and then he tries to grab him.
Stay away from me, you ugly thing.
That's an 18 for athletics.
18. All right, here we go. You have successfully grappled this little sucker, and it's squirming, within your grip. But yeah, it is. You got it.
All right, I'm gonna grab it out, and I'm gonna take it over towards Gary. You like hit it. Hit it with your whatever you have.
I like that. I like that. Okay, go ahead.
Team
You have
pepper,
advantage.
yes.
Okay.
You have advantage. Yep.
Would
And-
a well, 15. 15 to
So
touch.
you rolled with advantage, right?
Right.
Yep. 15 would hit. Yes.
So I'm gonna touch it.
You're gonna touch him. Okay, go for it. And
Wait, hold on, wrong dice.
You're gonna touch it.
That will be 14, 15, 16,
I did not give consent. It squeals.
17 points of damage.
With what?
Inflict wounds.
Inflict wound.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Let me check. Just make sure.
That's the kind of paladin I have become.
Okay. Does it require?
Where are you?
It's necrotic damage, so.
But was the question.
Oh, and actually, it was a +3 to hit. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
So either way, I have touched this creature.
Yes. So
Don't make us
see
bring
if it
out the imp doll.
It doesn't look like it requires a save. Yep, nope. This is a melee attack, instantaneous. All righty. And from the looks of it, I don't see anything here that suggests that this little fella has any kind of immunity to this kind or resistance to this kind of damage. So you said 18 points of damage? All right. It withers and dies in Ivar's grasp. And
Don't make me touch you
yeah.
also.
All right.
Cover up, dude.
Breathe me in and take
All right.
the evil.
It's like he did not give consent. Oh, inappropriate touching. So,
Oh my God.
So
Let's try and make the channel a little more PG.
yeah, I know, right?
Remember, guys, consent is important. We don't advertise not.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm calling this out. Okay, Garen, shame. All right, moving on. So that is.
And it was an adult imp, and I'm an adult dwarf. It's perfectly
So
okay.
we kind of skipped Balzar's turn. So Garen, you won't get an extra turn here. Balzar, go ahead and it's your turn.
Do I see the other one?
Yes, he's in the cage with the male prisoner.
Oh, the male. All right. So what do I
Yes.
have? Yeah. All right. We'll do that. That sounds like a winner. We're gonna shoot a firebolt, and does a natural 20 hit? For
Yes,
25.
a natural 20 does hit.
All right. So that's 2d10.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
so I throw a fire globe in a small room and I get in trouble, and you throw a firebolt and it's okay?
Firebolt ain't that big.
Do I look like I am singed with fire, almost dying? No.
No,
Okay.
no, you do not look singed, almost dying of fire.
Not
So
this
that will
time.
be a grand total of 14 points.
All right. You hit him with the firebolt, and he that tickles, and he laughs and mocks you.
Oh, laughs and mocks me, does he?
Yeah. You're a frail old man who doesn't know anything.
Mocked him. That was wrong.
It's a bad idea. He is witch, you know.
Why does the wrong
All right.
thing-
That was Balzar's turn. It is the imp's turn. Okay. The imp goes invisible.
Right.
Of course it does.
Great.
Stupid.
All right. It is now Ivar's turn.
Do
What about my
I?
turn?
What was that?
We kind of went out of order.
How big
I
is this
know.
room?
But
So 1 second. The room is approximately, it looks like it's 20 by 20.
Okay.
And
how many?
So it's the tower room, right, that you see in the map.
Yeah. Where was the imp in this?
So these are the two cages.
Yeah.
Right? So just take your pick. North cage, south cage, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But they were in
'cause-
the cages.
All right. Because can I just try and do sweeping attacks at the imp going from side to side? Because it's not a big room. And-
So what's missing is the third dimension, which I believe it's more than 10 feet high. Let me double check. Basically, the description said that it had a pointed roof.
Oh.
A pointed roof. It looks like from the description, I would say that this. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, I would say that the total height is about 15 to 20 feet.
Okay.
Probably in the 15-foot range is what I would say.
Okay.
Conical remember, it's a conical roof, right?
Yeah.
From what I know of imps, can they actually teleport out of the space like a cage, or is it just invisible?
So I'm assuming you've never encountered an imp, right? Except for the ones that you bumped into while at this building. So what you've seen them do is that you've seen them turn invisible, and you've seen them shape change into crows or ravens.
Do we see any crows or ravens?
No, you do not see any crows or ravens.
Well,
I have no problem throwing another gem from my necklace. Y'all might want to leave the room.
Just, I would like to remind you that when Balasar shot the firebolt, it said it tickles.
Oh, that's right. Damn
it. I'm betting.
See how I'm giving you a hint here?
Right.
It looked like it didn't do any damage whatsoever.
Oh no! Like it that kind of. If it had been something other than fire, and any of its other immunities, but it is fully immune to fire.
Can I just recklessly try and make attacks in the room, hoping I hit something?
Yes, absolutely. I would welcome it if you can use your multi attacks. Just roll each one. Let me just hold on. Let me set a difficulty in my head here. I might even write it down. That's what I'll do. I'll set a. Let's see. It's effectively. All right. I'm gonna say. Okay. I've written it down. It is here, and I'm gonna paste it right next to the camera.
So. First one was 4.
No.
Second one was 19.
Swing wildly. Yeah, no. And the other one, what?
Second one was 19. And the third one was a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. No, I had set a difficulty or whatever of 22.
Oh, you
sorry, was it legible? I can't tell. It was legible.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. Well, basically... Very small creature, very big room. He's invisible. But hey, I wanted to give you a chance. And with your bonuses, you could have conceivably scored a 22.
I mean, if I'm recklessly attacking, no. I had to get a nat 20.
Okay. Never you mind. Never you mind. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so it is safe to say that we are out of combat.
Upstairs.
What was that?
We are in the tower room upstairs trying to kill an imp. That's immune to fire.
That's immune to fire.
Now, do you know where we're at now?
What do you mean where you're at now?
Never mind. I was being silly. Never mind. Go away.
Okay, I didn't get it.
That's all right.
I can be dense. Okay, so the imp is not going to make another appearance unless you guys have something particularly clever up your sleeves. So I'm just going to go down the line. Ivar gave it a shot. Balazar, what are you going to do?
Reading.
All right, Balazar is going to read his Tome of Magic. Garen, what are you going to do?
We need an area of effect spell. That's what we need.
Imps are not animals, right?
They're well, imps are people too. They are fiends.
I am. So what's in the room again?
The room
Two
has
cages.
2 cages, a total of 5 humanoids, yourselves, and the 2 either dead
Wait
or
a minute.
unconscious prisoners,
Right.
and presumably 1 remaining imp.
Wait a
Nothing
minute.
else of value.
We have a metal detector.
You have a metal detector?
Yeah. In our barbarian, his danger sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
His danger sense would tell him where the danger is.
Assuming the imp intends to pose a danger. If the imp is trying to hide, how would
Yeah,
you
that's
how would
true,
you
too.
how would you call it, right?
All right, I'll just drag the lady's body out.
Okay. The lady's
Are
body
imps
had been dragged
people?
out. It was the guy's body,
It's
but
a fiend. It's
No,
a
the lady's
fiend.
body hadn't been dragged out.
No, I know what I'm gonna do.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. So Balazar is going to drag the lady's body out. Okay, so that's great. Garen, what are you going to do?
Divine sense.
Divine sense. Finally.
Until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend
There
or
you
undead
go.
within 60 feet.
There you go. All right. So you use your divine sense, and indeed, the imp flew out, and you can see its shape kind of highlighted, if you will, like augmented reality. No, you see that it's up in the rafters, hanging, clutching onto the rafters, looking down, kind of scared.
I shoot
But
it
it
with
is
my heavy
out of
crossbow.
reach. Now, what the question is, does it use up an action to use the divine sense, and do you have another attack or whatever to use?
Well, if I was a monk, I would.
We like the monks.
Oh, we like them monks. Attack, cast a spell. Yeah, I guess that's my spell.
Yeah, I think it's an ability. I think it is an action, though.
I point
Yeah.
to where it's at.
Yeah, as an action, you can open
Point to
your
where
awareness.
it's at. All right. It is now the imp's turn. All right. The Since you've pointed where it's at, it realizes and notices that you do indeed see it. And the imp chooses to make a run for it. You guys will all get, well, I'm sorry, Garen is the only one that can get an attack of opportunity. All right. But it's going to dart for the nearest window. All
Heavy
right.
crossbow.
All right. Go for it.
Okay, which die? Which one's gonna be a good one for me?
Oh, there's 2, 4. Oh, there's 6 windows. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 6
I
windows.
was just gonna say, oh, I'll go run and shut the
You're
window.
not gonna be happy with this roll.
Go for it.
Natural
right.
20.
Natural 20 it is. All right.
+4. So 24 to hit.
So how are you going to do this? The little fella, he basically drops down from the rafters. He spreads his little wings, right? And his little scorpion tail behind him. And he's clearly making a run for one of the windows. And you
I
shoot.
say, like ink from a poet's pen on page, your blood will flow with my growing rage.
And the bolt spears the imp through the chest and boom, lands on the opposite wall. And you have skewered the imp.
Like
give me
an
damage.
insect in a scientist's petri dish.
For formality's sake, I'd like to hear the damage.
Formality, that would be one of these.
And don't forget to double it.
8 points of damage.
All right, 8 points of damage. It is still alive, but it is skewered and it's wiggling and crying in pain. And it is no longer invisible. All right, you can all see it.
I kind of want to go over and touch it.
You want to touch it? Okay, go for it.
So the question is whether or not my compatriots are going to allow me to touch it.
It is your kill. You may do whatever you wish.
I go over and I touch it.
All right.
That's definitely going to hit. 3d10.
Yeah, it'll be an automatic hit anyway, so yeah.
So that'll be 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
With one last little gasp, the little body just kind of shivers, turns black, and dies. All right.
Another one for the bag. Yeah.
And okay, so we're out of combat. You have 2 dying bodies, and let's see. It has been 2 turns since 12 seconds since they were poisoned. I'll give you one more turn to do something, or one more round or whatever. And if you fail, they die.
Ooh.
Well, I have a +3 to medicine.
I have a -2.
You also have healing potions.
Well, I took one.
Oh, okay.
So we have one healing
I can
potion.
lay hands on if I need to.
Oh, all right. There we go.
Lay on hands.
Well, I only have 4 points of lay on hands.
Up to you. Just depends on whether you think they're worth saving.
You know,
for what it's worth, pretty much everybody in Baldur's Gate is evil. Just neutral evil usually.
You know, I'll try and save them. Meh. If it works,
All right.
it works. If not, meh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, what happened? One hit point?
No, I rolled a 1 on my healing check.
Oh.
No,
okay.
you have 4 hit points of healing. You can just divvy it up as you want.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I wanted to do medicine.
So you go like, I need gauze and whatever stat, and Ivar and everybody just looks at you, what? And you're like doing the CPR or something, but having rolled a 1,
I'm doing CPR on their forehead.
Yeah, or you're on the left arm or something like that. And unfortunately, the patients are lost. All right. Unless anybody else wants to try something, each of you gets 1 action.
Because I only tried on 1. Having killed it, oh well.
Don't forget that the male is still inside the cage.
I dragged somebody out.
Yeah, you dragged the female.
Oh,
who's now dead.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
They've both been stung.
Even though it ain't my forte, I'll try medicine.
Go for it.
Oh, 18.
Okay, you you find the wound and you suck on the wound and spit the little poison out, and that is enough to stabilize her. She's going to be unconscious for the foreseeable future, but she's out of danger.
All right.
Ivar, anything you want to do?
I guess I will also try medicine. Well, that's probably not going to go well. Look, man, when the barbarians trying medicine, bad things have happened.
Yes, bones break.
I'll like
It's
take
like
him out
a
and
patient-
almost seem like I'm doing CPR on him. And
Yeah, it's
be
you're
like, you need
crushing
to live. I must know what these
the rib
taxes are.
So the patient came in for a mild case of poisoning and comes out with broken ribs.
Wait, let me see. That's actually not terrible, but it's 15 minus 2, so it's 13.
Oh, I can't give it to you, man. Oh my god, that's
I just
yeah.
break his
But
ribs.
you don't kill the patient. You don't kill the patient. The patient is still alive because this is what I was gonna go for was maybe you bring her back to consciousness, but she's
I thought-
but she's still stable.
Oh, I thought this was the man. I thought they brought the
Oh,
man back.
well, for that you need to get him out of the cage.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I was dragging him out of the cage, and then we can do it.
Oh, then you need to attack the cage, and that's your action.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, but how did the imps get out if...
The imps can go through the gaps in the cage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
They're big enough for her.
Okay.
and having killed the woman, I'm just gonna sit back and take a rest, have some food.
All right. Okay, so that's the tower scene. You now have effectively cleared the entire second floor. What would you guys like to do? You've got the bottom floor to go through.
What are we here for again?
I have no idea.
We're collecting evidence
And
against
you know
the
what's
Duke.
funny? Like, this is actually a common complaint about Descent into Avernus. It's this first part where it's like, why the hell are we in Baldur's Gate? When can we get to hell? Like that's basically, it's like, why are we here again?
Yeah, no, I've heard.
We're here collecting evidence against the Duke because she is involved in a cult that is responsible for sending this other town to hell.
Yeah,
which
no,
is
I get that. I didn't. The evidence part was what I hadn't gotten.
Well, you're investigating this, following up on the leads and stuff like that. So, Balasar, you get 1 inspiration for remembering this.
Oh my god!
All right.
Really?
The bar is low, my friend. The bar is low.
The bar's low.
Oh, tank man. I am just sputtering.
Oh no.
Okay, so as you go back downstairs, the old man, the butler who had been dismissed, is sitting there, or sitting on the floor, just kind of crying. It's like, what will I do with my life? This has been all I know. And the young maid is trying to comfort him. And I forgot the guy's name, and I really don't want to look it up, but I will.
Where's the basement?
Wait.
Hold
Isn't
on.
guy
Old
who
man.
fired you dead?
What?
Isn't
Where's
old
the
man?
Yeah, I'm
basement?
talking to him. Like, isn't guy who fired
Downstairs.
you dead? Yes.
Show us the basement.
Okay, one thing at a time. Okay, so Evar talks to the guys like, your boss is dead, basically, is what I'm hearing, right? And he goes like, yes, I've served this family for so long. Sorry, what's your point?
If guy who fired you is dead, how can anyone know that you are fired?
He kind of pauses. I guess.
There you
you're
go.
right.
Ivar has solved problem for you. And I walked
Ivar
out.
gets inspiration. All right. For solving this thorny little problem. All right. So problem solved. Well done, Ivar.
Like
So
the way to do that, but it's so great.
and so now the second thing is, Balsar, I seem to recall you were asking, where's the basement?
And it's downstairs.
And once again, I want to say his name was something like Fisk, Gray Fisk, or
George.
something.
I'm George.
Bob. Oh gosh, Fendrick Gray. Fendrick. So Fendrick says, um, through those doors, and he's referring to the double doors here on the to the east that you see here on the map. There's through those doors. There's another room, and that room leads down.
What will we find in the
Or
basement?
the stairs lead down. I'm sorry. What was that?
What will we find in the basement?
Good question. What will you find in the basement?
Dun, dun.
Does he know what's in the basement?
It says the cellar.
Don't
Yeah.
make me touch you.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Would
So
you
yes,
like it
so
when I
the
touch
cellar is downstairs.
Lead us to the cellar, old man.
Okay. He gets up and he takes you through these, and okay, this requires scrolling. Okay, this is the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the kitchen. Pleasant aromas fill this area as the chef prepares meals for the Vanthempers and the rest of the staff. Pots, pans, cooking utensils dangle above 3 wooden preparation tables in the middle of the room, and shelves are lined with bowls, platters, herbs, spices, and dried goods. A dumbwaiter that is with a manually operated rope and pulley system allows meals to be delivered up to the Duke's bedroom. So you're directly underneath the bedroom. A tiny bell near the dumbwaiter rings whenever the Duke wants food sent up to her. Slobberchops, the Tresem, prowls the kitchen, and he looks, turns around, and you see him. He's that winged cat that I had mentioned before. And let's pull up his picture just for fun.
I'm going to reach into my bag where I've got all of those things where that pendant of that winged cat is. And I'm going to put the pendant on.
Okay, 1 second.
I want the winged cat.
What is with you and familiars?
Or pets.
Yeah, just pets in general.
All right, this is what Slobberchops looks like.
Yes, I want Slobberchops to be my friend.
Which, by the way, let the record show that the shirt I'm wearing. Oh, wait a minute. This is not the shirt I'm. Sorry, I was gonna wear the Slobberchop shirt. I decided not to. It has a cute picture of Slobberchops. But anyway, damn, I forgot about that. And I choose to wear this other one, which is actually a Descent to Avernus shirt as well, but it's for something you haven't seen yet, so I'm not going to show it to you. Although you've seen it before, actually, you've seen me wear this shirt. Okay, so yeah, so that's Slobberchops, and he looks up at you, actually rather disinterested, and just kind of goes, meow, and he just starts licking his wings.
Is there like any food around?
Yeah, there's food around. The chef doesn't seem to be in the area.
Is there like a turkey wing or something I can just take it?
Yeah, you know, there's a pantry, and in there you find some salted meats and stuff like that. So yeah, you've got the meats, you know, like bacon and stuff like that.
Well, I want, because like that pendant that looked like Slobberchops, I want to put it on and see if that transfers like loyalty to me.
The cat doesn't respond to the pendant.
Okay.
But he does respond to Ivar holding some smoked meats. And he's got his attention.
No, look, here, come here.
Need to be big and strong, yes, like evil.
Okay, all right, here we go. This is going to be a contested roll here to see who among the two of you will earn this cat's loyalty.
Okay.
All right.
Kitty, kitty,
So-
kitty, I will set you free. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Salmon. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay, you rolled a 7.
No, no.
All right, Ivar, roll with
What are we
advantage.
rolling exactly?
Just roll d20. Let's do charisma.
Charisma? Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
You're rolling with advantage, just as an FYI,
Oh, okay, never mind then.
No, I don't.
because
All
But
right.
I
you
admit
do
it.
not have advantage. You don't
Alright.
have disadvantage though.
All right, well that's a 15.
I also
Okay,
got a
Darren.
15.
All right, and we're gonna need a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Now you got me interested.
Oh, I think Balthazar is the one who wins this.
So now Balazar he goes like,
What do I need?"
kidding. Okay, well, we're rolling a d20, and this is basically a charisma check. However, Ivar has on his person, he's got some salted meat, some bacon or something like that he's using to try to attract the cat.
Really?
Garrett just has this
Here,
brooch
kitty,
or whatever.
kitty.
What are you dangling?
String, probably.
Fish.
Oh, fish.
Where are you going to get the fish from?
Well, it's salted meats.
Well, the salted meats are, he found them in the pantry. All right.
And I cut
So,
down a piece of string and I'm flicking it around like a string toy.
All
So-
right, so let's do one more roll, please.
All right, do we just do
Ivar
one
with
roll?
advantage, and it's add your charisma modifier.
Still 15.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Balazar.
Oh, damn. Dirty 20.
Garen.
Aaron got 15.
All right. So the cat just kind of steps up and walks up, and he starts sniffing the bacon, and he starts sniffing the. Let's say you found
No,
dried
I'm just
fish
kidding
or
with you.
something.
Ivor got it.
Okay, fine.
I rolled a
And,
3. Go ahead.
rolled a
It's
3.
Ivar's.
So, and he goes like, and he eats up, gobbles up the meat, and then he starts kind of purring and
Yeah.
just rubbing himself against your
Can
hand.
I just like pick him up and then I bring him over to Garen? It's like, oh, would you like?
He lets you pick him up. He's big, he's gosh, how big is he?
Great
How
Dane
big
size.
is he? Why did I pull up? Here we go. He is. Oh, and no, it says tiny. He's a tiny monstrosity. Tiny monstrosity.
Now Ivar's
And-
going to need a companion sheet.
He actually understands common. He's actually smart. Like he's got 11 intelligence.
Smarter
He's
than you
smart.
are.
He's smarter than Ivar. So you know what? He's thinking, I can totally own this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Ivar
So-
literally has an intelligence of 6, so if he gets more intelligence, he's twice as smart as Ivar.
so yes, so the cat owns you. So
Wow,
it's not
no.
the other
And
way
now got
around.
staff.
Let the record show. That's what Slobber Cats has decided.
Smart.
And
I mean, that's
And,
that's just basic cat stuff then.
what was that?
Cat thinking it owns you is just everyday cat stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a rather basic cat thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But this one knows he owns you. Like, and he is intelligent enough to know it. Like he's like, I own you. It's like you are mine. All right. So he's like purring as you hold him, and he's just like, and you keep feeding him and stuff like that. All right. So after this little encounter, the butler points you to the door. This door here. It says, "The cellar is down that way. You will forgive me if I don't join you. It's been quite a day."
Look after the lady.
I go over to him and I kind of like put slobber chops on him. They take care of cat. He's a good cat.
Slobber chops kind of you give him, and slobber chops just kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh."
I shall be back. It's okay. I do not want you to get hurt. You are not big like Ivar yet. One day we shall ride into battle. Yes?
No. You should take the cat. The cat knows the caverns.
Fine. Okay. Slob, you want to come? Okay, come.
All right. So the butler puts him down. The cat just kind of happily trots right next to you and just looks up at you every so often, just kind of begging for a little morsel. And you go downstairs.
All right.
All right. So let's reveal this area first.
Now, if we smell eggs, guys, don't light anything.
All right. So you go down the stairs.
Ooh, all right.
Down. All right. I just need moments. Okay. And welcome.
Watch, the Duke's gonna be down here.
Oh God, I hope not.
There you go.
Okay. I have one first level spell and cantrips, and then after that, I'm swinging my staff.
I got one last break.
I have spells left.
God, this is a lot for just 3-person party.
Oh yeah, this is a lot. I'm being mindful of that actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so
how long does Divine Sense last?
Doesn't it last like a minute or something?
Don't you know?
No.
Yeah, it's probably
okay.
You can use it. What's your charisma modifier?
I can use it twice for a long rest.
You have 12 charisma?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Wow. Man, you are not a charismatic paladin.
No.
I love it.
You've seen what happens when Garen lays hands on things, right?
No, or we just haven't paid attention. That's probably what it is.
Garen is not exactly a nice paladin in some ways.
Oh, I know exactly how not nice he is.
Yeah.
Ivar doesn't know, but I know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, my friend. So, yes, let's describe this room. 4 stone pillars brace the 10-foot high vaulted ceiling of this dry cellar, the walls of which are lined by a dozen barrels on wooden braces. Half the barrels have brass spigots tapped into them. The room also contains 2 stacks of wooden crates, one in the middle of the room and another by the south wall. And so these are the crates, the barrels, the pillars, and the other set of crates. And And so at the moment you are at the
Equal
base.
to
Oops.
1 plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah. At the
Oh,
moment you guys are
so
at the base of the stairs. What are we doing?
so she can use that 3 times.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
It's equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah, she has 12 charisma, so she has +1.
Oh, 12. Yeah, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So you still have another one.
I have one more.
Yeah, one more.
Yes.
All
Garen
right.
needs to place like we need to put either Garen into like a life coach class to get his charisma up.
All right. So
Yeah,
kids,
so life has no meaning. We're all going to die.
Okay, therapy. Yeah, that sounds good.
all right, kids. Here's the deal. As soon as you descend down the stairs, Slobberchops gives out a loud hiss, and from the crates in the center of the room emerge 3 critters.
Not critters.
No, not critters.
You also like Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham? I don't think anyone else got that joke.
Do you say you also what? Small Bailey?
Oh, what the
And
hell?
Travis Willingham. That is not a critter. That does not
They're-
qualify as a critter.
No,
They're
that's a
not big.
monster.
They're the size of a halfling, maybe?
That looks
And
bigger than a halfling with its wingspan.
they're
That looks much
listed
bigger.
as small. So small is about halfling size, right?
I don't actually know it. Yeah,
Well,
like 3 to 4
yes.
feet, and then
Yeah.
like how big is their wingspan though?
Yeah,
That's not a critter. Halflings
No.
are critters.
No, that's not a
Well,
critter. That's a bad thing. That's a bad
in
thing.
any case,
Very bad thing.
here's the takeaway. Roll initiative.
Yeah, well,
oh, here's the takeaway.
Oh
Roll it.
my god, how many fights?
what'd you get? What'd you get? 19.
We're at 10.
What'd you get?
19.
All right. 16.
I am last. Okay.
All right. Garen, excuse me, Balasar a 16.
Yes.
Garen a 10. And
19.
Garen got
I'm sorry,
19.
what?
19.
Almost 3 to 4
well,
feet.
Garen first. I'm sorry, Balasar second, and Ivar third, and the imp rolled.
They might be the size of a gnome.
I'm sorry, Ivar's roll was what?
10. 1-0.
A 10. Yeah, okay. All righty. So, here we go. All right.
We
The
got
creatures
flying
emerge from the crates, holding these wicked little tridents or whatever they're called, and they're kind of right now clustered, one next to the other on top of these crates. And it is Garen's turn, followed by Balasar.
How many
Okay.
of them are there?
There are 3.
Three? Okay.
I am going to.
Oh, they're small also. All right.
We're just gonna go with crossbow first, and then drop that and move to Warhammer as.
All right. I'm numbering them 1, 2, and 3. So which one do you want to pick?
I'm going after number 1 with a 21 to hit, dirty 21.
Okay, you hit. Give me some damage, please.
3. No, I'm sorry. 4. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
4.
Okay.
She dealt the 4 points of damage.
And then
All right.
I'm I'm dropping the crossbow and drawing the Warhammer.
I'm sorry. Were you doing what?
Gonna drop the crossbow.
You're dropping it. Okay, and you're doing the Warhammer. Okay,
Right,
no
because
problem.
I'm not going to be able to reload the crossbow.
Yep, no problem. So, okay, Very good. Next up is Balasar, followed by the critters.
Yeah. I am standing by the stairs, and I shall go to number 1 and try to hit him with Chill Touch, which is a 20 to hit, a dirty 20.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay, good. Does a 1d8 for 3 points of necrotic. And the creature has. It's not undead, is it?
Nope. Is this a creature number 1, 2, or 3?
1. Oh,
All right.
if you hit an undead target. Oh, never mind. So these are live creatures, not undead.
These are small creatures, and they're
Okay.
not undead.
All right, never mind. Just 3 points necrotic.
Okay,
And
very
I'm
good.
done.
All right, and it's their turn. All right, number 1 goes and jumps and flies basically over to Garen, and attacking you as follows. First, it tries to bite you. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No. All right. Next, it tries to stab you with its little fork. Does a 16 hit?
Yes. My AC 16.
No,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's what I'll do. Never mind.
Take 4 points of piercing damage. And next up is the second one goes after Ivar.
All right. I haven't attacked yet, so it doesn't have advantage, by the way.
It does not have advantage, no problem. Okay, he this one stays at a distance, and he uses his tail to launch some kind of a spike at you twice. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Okay. And the second one misses, and the damage is... God, I really do hate rolling d4s. All right, the damage is 6 points of damage. Oh, hold on. 6 points of piercing damage plus 5 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch is right.
Well, I've resistance to fire, so that's fine.
All right,
Why are you
not
complaining
ouch.
about the damn fireball?
Because
All
I
right,
had like no hit points when you did that.
Yep, the third one also uses a ranged attack against Balasar. Does a 11 hit?
No. He's
All right.
safe.
I'm guessing a 19 does hit, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Big
Oops.
oops.
You take 4 points piercing and 6 points fire damage. All right, so they shoot the things. Now, the one that was on Garen, by the way, flew away. However, because of its special ability, you do not get an attack of opportunity as it flies out of range. So it is now Garen's turn. They're both they're all three are at a distance. Now, of course, this chamber is approximately, looks to be maybe 35 by 35. So what do you want to do?
Wait, what happened to Ivar's turn? Because Garen went and Balasar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
My
we
bad.
missed somebody.
I am
got
sorry,
attacked.
Ivar, it is your turn.
Okay. I will go after the one that's at me.
Okay.
Spears on me.
Yep. So you can move up to it. They're up on the crates, but that's not a problem.
I just want to launch. I want to like step on one of the crates and then jump at it, swinging my axe down.
Nice.
And
Awesome.
Weapon Master, that's the first one's gonna hit with a 21, probably.
Yep, that hits.
Unfortunately, lowest damage 15.
16, you said?
15.
15. And what kind of damage is this? Bludgeoning?
Slashing.
Slashing damage. Okie dokie.
Okay, that's another 21.
Okay.
Lowest damage again, 15.
All right. So yeah, your attacks hit this, its hide, and you can see that it's the attacks are not doing as much damage as you would hope. The hide seems to be a lot tougher than you might otherwise have assumed, but it is hurt. Okay. All right. Next up now is Garen, followed by Balsar.
How do I turn that banging off? Are any of them within movement range to hit?
They're all, yeah, you can definitely move up to all of them. This room is small enough that you can do that.
Okay.
If this is
Or
35
it's a big room, but it's yeah.
If this is 35 by 35 and they're all by the crates, toss a pearl.
Yeah, you're well within range. You're all within 15 feet of it.
And they seem to be using fire, which means that they're probably not immune to it.
Probably.
That they're probably not immune because their spikes cause fire damage.
Yeah.
Is that what you? Okay.
Toss one.
But
we'll go back up the stairs and you can toss one.
But there might be good booze in those barrels.
Oh, jeez. Well, I got 3 hit points, just to let you know.
Okay, go back up the stairs.
That's why I'm advocating. Let's go back up the stairs and toss one of those goodies.
Okay, fine. Throw one of them.
Right.
But I will ready and hold until
everybody clears the room.
Yes.
All right.
I go up the stairs. I'm like shut the door. How you doing, bud? How's she feeling?
We lost Ivar, but yes, let's assume that that's the case. All right. So against Ivar's standing instructions, you announce that you are going to use your necklace of fireball.
Yes.
And you're going to toss it into the room. So
just one.
Yeah, you all clear the room. You do provoke an attack of opportunity from each of these guys. They're all going to use their tail spines against you. And all hit. So each of you are going to take a hit. And I'm just going to, for simplicity, roll damage once. All right. You're going to take, everybody here, Ivar, you too. So here's the deal. Garen has deduced that because their spikes are causing fire damage, that they must not be immune to fire. And so Garen has announced that he's going to hold his action while everybody clears this room, goes back up the stairs, and he's going to toss one little pearl from his necklace of fireball. So I assume that you would heed that particular call, and I did warn Garen that he's going against your standing instructions about using this. So basically the critters here got a attack of opportunity, and you are all taking 6 points of piercing damage and 5 points. I'm sorry. 5 points of fire damage. Okay.
Oh,
each of you takes.
That is right.
So that's 11 points of damage. You said altogether.
Altogether, yes, and yeah. Okay.
All right.
So Balzar, you have 3 hit points left.
No, I had 3 hit points.
I know you had 3 hit points,
but because I'm half orc, I have that thing that when I drop to 0, it gives me 1 hit point.
All right. So
But I'm on the ground
you got
though.
your second wind thing. Yes. But
Yeah.
you're all clearing the room. All right. And with that, Garen, it is time for you to trigger your action.
Okay.
And my kids are throwing doors. Does anybody excuse me a moment while I scold my children?
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
So yes, so give me your damage.
Okay. So I don't have to roll anything to say that I've hit. Because it's just
Not with
pearl.
no.
Oh, they roll dex saving throws to see how much they get hit, and then you just roll the
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. So that is 8.
What is that thing? What is that thing? What is that thing?
There's 4. I have to get more dice.
Half orc. Baby.
5, 6, 7, 8. That is 12, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 points of damage.
Okay. And they need to do a save.
Yep, Dex.
All right. 5 and a 1, and the last one 17. Okay. Let me see what the bonuses are.
Yes.
What's the difficulty on this? I'm guessing the 5 and the 1 are going to fail, but well, for sure the 1 is going to fail. All right. And you said 30 damage?
Yes.
Okay. So you drop the pearl down the stairwell and you close the door behind you. You hear a explosion. The floor under you shakes. The door buckles. The smell, a sulfurous smell, tinges the air. You open the door, allowing for the smoke to clear, which takes some time. And so you the smoke clears enough for you to be able to go downstairs.
Going downstairs, having reloaded the crossbow.
Okay.
I'm going to go down. Well, we're going to let it clear for a minute. And I will also then lay hands on Balasar.
Okay.
How many
So
points
you guys
do you
are still
need?
upstairs, or you go downstairs? I'm confused. It sounds like you're still upstairs.
Still upstairs.
Yeah, we're still upstairs. I'm at 30.
Oh, never mind then. Fuck that. I ain't giving you shit.
Wait,
No,
you're at
no,
30?
no, no, no. I'm at 29. One more and I'm dead again.
Okay. I will give you 2 points.
Okay.
When we
Well,
get to
I
this
only
final
have 4
boss
to
fight,
give, so I want to save it for the next time I have to revive you.
Okay.
So you're back in the kitchen, right? And let me clear my little illustrations. Okay. So as you're waiting for the smoke to finish clearing and you're healing your colleagues,
What that other healing potion?
one of
Oh,
these
okay.
one of these fellas comes out, storms out of the door, and attacks and hits Garen
Of course.
for 4 points piercing and 6 fire. And you're still in initiative.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
The next up, I'll allow Garen to go. Actually, no, Ivar. Ivar, you go.
Which one looks the most dead?
Right now, there's only one that you see, although you see its comrades in the back, but only one emerges out from the door. So there's one. Let's say let's say one just right here, and then another one here by the door. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Where was the first one?
So one, yeah. Let me put a little something. All right. One here, and then the other one by the door, and then the third one back. You guys can be wherever you want to be.
Yep.
And I am now down to 3 hit points.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I guess I will attack the one in the front then.
All right. Let's assume that was number one. Go for it.
30-20.
Okay.
Points of slashing damage, non-magical.
20 points of slashing damage.
Well, 20 points of slashing damage. Yeah, second attack.
I'm sorry. You were correcting yourself. It's not slashing?
No, 20 points, not 22.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, and the next one?
Is 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That's a good one. That's 26 points.
Excellent. All right, it dies.
All right.
So you attack the one that just attacked you guys, and you just, cleave it up, and it falls dead.
Yep.
Next
I was
up,
kind of like hiding near the door, like when it came out, and I was like, surprise.
Surprise. Yeah, turns around and just kind of hisses at you, and it speaks, but in a tongue you do not understand. It sounds a little bit like,
because I speak infernal.
Oh, you do speak infernal. You do understand. Oh, if you speak infernal, then you recognize the text on the ledgers if you knew how to read.
I don't know how to read.
But you do understand what it says. It's you mongrel, you will die for that.
What are you calling mongrel? At least Ivar is wearing clothes.
And
sounds
okay,
like
go for it.
But
Actually, yeah, that was Ivar's little exchange.
Yeah.
It's like it hisses back at you, and it's now Garen's turn.
I shoot it with my crossbow.
Go for it.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's
Yes.
only an 18.
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it is.
For 5 points of damage.
All right.
On a fucking D10.
What weapon was this? The warhammer?
Crossbow.
The
And then I
crossbow.
dropped
Okay.
the crossbow.
Okay. Again? Didn't you drop it before?
I did, but then I picked it back up when we left.
All right.
It's
all
on a
right. You still
sling.
have it.
It's on a sling. I have a
Good
sling
enough.
for it.
So cool.
Okay. Balazar, your turn.
Can I do a history, religion to see if these guys are immune to fire?
Let's do Arcana.
Or yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, actually, yeah, either nature or Arcana, whichever you've got.
Well, for
higher.
me, Arcana would be better, I think.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, nature would be good too. All right. That would be a 19.
All right. You know enough about basically fiends to know that many of them are immune to fire.
Okay. All right. So I will cast at number 2.
Well, with a 19, by the way, you recognize these to be spined devils, by the way. And so there and you think that there's a very high likelihood that as devils that they are immune to fire.
Immune to fire.
Yes. So you wasted another fireball.
Balasar, that's your fault this time.
Yep. Hey, it's my claim to fame. And my shame.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm gonna cast poison spray. They must do a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on. I'll give you a freebie. You're pretty sure that they're immune to poison too.
Oh. Well. All right.
Which reminds me, you are poisoned yourself, if memory serves.
Yeah.
I believe a long. Does the healing remove the poisoned attribute?
If I had spent 5 points on him, but I didn't have 5 points to spend on him.
I see.
All right. Well, I'm casting spells though. I'm not melee combat.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said if I was to strike him with my quarterstaff, then I'd have disadvantage. But because I'm casting spells,
okay,
I don't think that applies. I don't think.
Well, I believe it's the poisoned state. Let's find out.
Unless they consider a ranged attack, because that's what this would be.
Yeah, let me. I'll tell you in a sec. Yeah, like a firebolt and stuff like that. Those are ranged attacks.
Let's see. Poison.
Yeah, you just have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
So okay.
If you're rolling a d20 as an attack, you have disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. So give me another d20. All right, here we go. Oh man. All right. Well, I will cast Prismatic Orb.
Prismatic Orb.
For cold.
Cold damage. Okay.
Oh man, that would have been a natural 20, but I'll take 22.
A 22 is a hit.
All right. So they need to make a no. Oh, no saving throw. All right, cool.
No save. Okay.
All right. So it takes 13 points cold damage.
13 points. All right. Okay. It shakes off the cold fairly easily, but it was definitely impacted.
All right.
Or affected by.
Well, at least that's something.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Next up is these two guys. Okay, so the one by the door goes and after being insulted back by Ivar, goes and attacks Ivar. This time it is using its bite and fork. All right, the bite hits, the fork misses. You are going to take.
Oh shit! The only thing. Oh yeah, that'd be the only thing I have left.
6 points of slashing damage.
How many points?
You, Ivar. It's slashing damage from bites.
Yeah, how many points?
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Okay. The once he's cleared the door, the one behind it comes out and is going after, let's say, eeny, meeny, miny. Goes after Ivar as well. Sorry. Right. And it's doing melee attacks. The bite hits with a nat 20. The fork misses. Damage is 14.
To look after.
Ivar's down.
Ivar's down. Okay.
Oh no!
Nope.
No.
4 hit points left.
No!
We leave if we survive this. We're fucking leaving.
Yep.
Fuck this place.
So Ivar's down. All right. So that is their turn. It is Ivar's turn, but he is down. So
I have to make that save throw.
make a death save. Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's a success. Oh, that's nice.
So if fire didn't do any damage.
Nope.
Is radiant going to do any damage?
Maybe. Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to hit first.
Go for it.
When is my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh, okay. So with the hammer, does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So gonna do it two-handed, which is the 1d10. So that's 13 points of damage. Plus, I'm going to expend a spell slot to do. Was it the Searing Smite?
Well, I mean, you can just do Divine Smite.
Divine Smite. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
that's the one where you can just do it. You don't have to waste a bonus action.
Yeah. Gotta figure out where Divine Smite is. Yes,
What?
and I'm gonna do Divine Smite on it.
Yeah, what level spell are you going to use?
It would probably have to be a first level spell.
Okay. That's so first levels are usually 2d8, and then it goes up a d8 every single level.
Okay, so 2d8 of Radiant would be.
But because it's a fiend, whenever you use a Divine Smite on a fiend or an undead, you get to add an extra d8.
Okay. So that would be 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 points of damage. Radiant.
Excellent. Well done. You kill it.
Yes.
And
Aaron coming in clutch.
yes, and now it is Balasar's turn. By the way, do you have any other attacks or any other actions that you can take, or are you good, Garen?
I have 3 hit points. I would like to do something else, but I don't think I.
You're out of actions.
Pretty much.
All
I
right.
attacked. I did the
All right.
other. I can hide.
You could have.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty much out of things for this round. Okay, next.
Okay. Let's see. That was Garen. Balasar. Your turn.
I would like to use my inspiration to give Ivar some hit points.
Go forth.
Okay. many hit points do I get?
What do I roll?
So what are you doing? You giving him your healing potion?
No. I want to use my inspiration.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use a healing potion if you wanted. Take your action then.
Well, I don't have any healing potions.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
he drank them all.
I drank them all.
Oops.
So you and I are screwed.
All right, so
Okay.
I will.
Check on you later.
I
It worked really well
will.
last time.
I just gotta do an attack with my crossbow. Does a 15 hit?
F.
All right.
And you said you're using your
Light
staff?
crossbow.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
So that's a die 8 for 5 points. Oh no! Wait a minute. 8 points. There we go.
8 points. Okay. 8 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
All right. Can't do math. Okay, there we go. All right, recorded. Next is it. All right, it looks over at well, Ivar's already down, so oops. It looks over at Balasar, and it's going to jump on you. 7, 8. Does a 9 hit? I'm guessing it doesn't.
No.
And I'll have to re-roll the other one because it fell off of the mat. And I'm guessing a 4 misses.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, and all right. It is now Ivar's turn. Ivar, death save.
Save yourself.
Oh, that's not 20.
Nice.
I come back with one hit
Ivar
point.
he basically just, what's the word? You know what your dad says? Just suck it up or whatever. It's like tough it out. He just toughens himself.
He wakes up with an erection and hunger and ready to go.
For the kids, please.
That's saving.
All right.
Is that at the beginning of my turn or the end?
Let's say it's the beginning. Let's say you can actually do something.
The second time this happened for one of my characters.
That's great.
Okay, we're leaving after this, so I don't even care anymore. I'm raging. I'm just coming out of my sleep with a rage, kind of muscles bulging, these black veins popping. And
Yes.
I am just gonna run and ram my axe into the middle of the nearest devil.
Go for it.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
All right, that hits.
That is 25 points of slashing damage.
25. All right. Yes.
Second one may not hit. That's a 14.
That hits.
That hits? Okay.
It hits. AC 13.
That's 27 points of slashing damage.
All right. Waking up. Just basically almost jumping back on your feet. You slash at it once, twice, and you kill it. Dead.
I kind of want to take my axe and then from having it from the side and then just bring it through the middle of the torso.
Nice. Perfect. That's awesome. You're basically like, like when you're butchering a cow and you're kind of like getting the ribs or whatever, you're getting a nice little, you're carving it basically. All right. The spine devil spits at you and curses in infernal. It's like as it crumples and dies. So for background, I mean, whatever, for future reference, they have resistances to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks.
Yeah, I know.
And they're immune to fire and poison. Yeah, just be mindful of that. If not for that, for those, basically 20 plus damage rolls, it would still be alive. All right. I would suggest that you guys take a long rest.
Yeah.
Our house now? Are we staying here? What are we doing?
The problem is technically you shouldn't, because this is basically like if you basically spend the night here, you will basically whatever be attacked or something, so let's see where we are.
Before we go upstairs, we are checking
collect the bodies
downstairs.
You go back downstairs?
There's no more.
No, we're leaving. We're leaving right now.
Can we at least stop by the kitchen and get something to eat?
I mean, that's fine. Yeah,
you are in the kitchen.
So that's fine.
You are in the kitchen.
Then I'm just gonna eat and grab some food and
all right,
pony keg of ale.
So so how about you guys take a short rest?
It doesn't do anything for me. I have no hit dice left.
You have nothing left.
I have literally nothing left. I have expended all of my rages. I have 1 hit point and a dream, and that dream is to leave.
And I have 3 hit points left and no hit dice left.
Do you have spell slots left?
I have a couple of. I think I have 1 spell slot left.
We're out.
All right, let me.
Yeah, I have 1 slot left.
So, yeah.
Not much.
I am taking my axe and
going home
and my new cat friend, and we are leaving.
All right.
I look to the butler and I say, "This is a terrible restaurant, horrible service. I am leaving. No stars."
Farewell, officer. It's like, and he's like just looking almost like with a blank stare at these 2 devilish corpses in his, or 3. Wait.
No, I picked one up.
3. Oh, did you kill one downstairs? Yeah, it was 2. No, yeah, 3. There's 3 corpses in here.
Oh, I'm taking one for evidence.
You're taking one for evidence.
Yeah, the imps, the devils.
All right, you have it. So,
did you know these things were down there?
Me?
Who?
I asked the old guy.
Oh,
no, I've seen the little red things, but no.
I want to go downstairs and just take a peek.
Right. You look downstairs, and well, amidst the chaos of now shattered barrels spilling ale and wine all over the place, you see that the room has 2 iron doors, one to the east and one to the west. Being made of iron, they withstood the blast quite well. However, there is nothing of value, if I remember right. I'm just double checking now.
Nothing of value. Okay. 2 iron doors. And a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, here it is.
Where is it? Here we go.
Ivar, I have your kitties.
Yeah, there's
Those are too small.
yeah. Yeah, there's nothing left. What you see among the debris are melted, wax, probably from candles and and little fires from oil flasks,
Right.
and what could be, basically like small vermin traps, for rats and raccoons and stuff like that. And they're all shattered. They must have been inside the crates. The barrels are all cracked and leaking. Combination of water, ale, and wine.
Aaron throws himself under one of the barrels, leaking ale, and just
Yeah, and so you do that, and the ale, it's a little warmer than you would have otherwise liked, for obvious reasons, but otherwise it's good, and that is it.
So there's just the doors down in the basement and everything else
Yeah,
trashed.
correct. Yeah, two
All right.
doors, one to the east, one to the west. Is there something you want to examine, or what do you guys want to do here?
Yeah, I think that'll be for another chapter.
Garen is going to go back upstairs, drag the old man down, and go, what's behind the doors?
He goes, pointing to the one on the west. He goes like, that's the wine cellar, and there are the best vintages are there, and in that direction, that accesses the sewer.
Okay.
Oh, I get it now.
Sorry, baby.
I get it now. The sewer lady found a way into their home.
Mm.
That's why they took her prisoner.
So you guys are really, really low on health. And,
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
And so I think like I want to be true to the to the game or whatever. It sounds to me like realistically you guys are gonna have to take a long break and maybe stock up on supplies. You're certainly wealthy, right? And so you
Yeah.
can procure more healing potions and all that kind of stuff. So my suggestion here is that maybe we call this game here. You guys take a long break. I'm going to review the remainder of the adventure, and I'm gonna have to make some adjustments based on the fact that basically a full day will have passed. So just warning you that I'm
There
gonna
will be
do
more
that.
baddies.
And so that's it. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can play next Friday. However, I can play basically anytime the remainder of the week. So let me just stop the stream here and thank our viewers, which I think is just me.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. We just got to get the ball rolling. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. So
Everyone
let me just
starts off with